there are a lot of things to delve into in the police budget. As far as, equipment they've gotten through grant programs, investments in training and other things. But mostly it's just, does the police budget need to be as large as it is? And does it need to focus on what they are focusing on? Because there are a number of programs and options out there for alternative models to policing. Things that focus on mental health, things that focus on, treatment and addiction and homelessness. And it's like, do these, are the police using their budget to prioritize those things, or are they just doubling down on the same things that they do now that aren't working? And so when you look at like last year's deal, they like to bring up that they are, funding all these programs and doing all these things that address violence and that focus on de-escalation or whatever. And I think the real question is like, are those effective and yielding results? And are there better things we should be prioritizing? And, I think my anticipation is, based on how they've presented these in the past, is that they're going to be very quick to mention a lot of buzzwords and a lot of things that sound great. But when it comes to like actually allocating money for nonviolent interactions with citizens who may be experiencing, difficult situations, they're pretty limited in their scope on that. And they have a massive budget. The thing is that people need to understand is like the $226 million that the police get is a huge percentage of Oklahoma City's overall outlay. It's far larger than like the fire department. It's a huge amount of money that we push out every year. And police officers will make it sound like they're not well paid, but like they are very well paid. Like there are many police officers making over six figures. They start in the 50s. They also get tremendous benefits, time off, all of that stuff. So, you have very highly paid people doing stuff that doesn't necessarily make us safer. And on top of it, and this will be part of their presentation too, their own statistics and numbers that they report are not that good. We don't solve a lot of crimes. We don't have a low crime rate, we don't have like an especially low crime rate for as many people as we incarcerate, and how brutal our policing system is. Because like the facts are that like Oklahoma City's police force is very deadly. We're the second highest per capita in the United States. So the only one that's deadlier is St. Louis. So, they'll try to compare our statistics to national statistics around like how many crimes they solve and all this different stuff, but they tend to gloss over the fact that we have a very deadly police force and that we have a big problem with police violence. And so instead of, focusing on the problem we have, which is number 2 in the country for police killings of people under their care, there's just a tendency to focus on things that make the police sound good. And, that's not good. That's not helpful.